See if I can get a little Madden in this morning. Okay, got somebody hopped on. My man listening to Big Sean.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Glennon's Bears going up against Rivers'
Okay,
Chargers.
I got the
All
Bears.
right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look
Only
inside
person I
the StubHub
know how to use
Center
the
here
Bears
in
for real is
Carson.
Migo, so
I'll
we're
tell
gonna
you,
see
you
how this
wouldn't
go.
think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's see what he got going on. Oh, right there. What the hell is going on here? We just gonna go this way.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That
I ain't like how that looked. We had
and
too
the
many people
Charger
stacked
first.
up over there.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
We're gonna keep going over there, huh?
Going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Okay, gonna come up close like that.
Operating from the gun, Rivers.
Okay.
Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Two big plays in succession of the Chargers on the move. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. Out out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets
Watch
this
out,
inside
little
the
niggas.
35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Catch him off guard. He lacking a little bit back there. I expect him to do a little blitz here. I'll switch that.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
Okay.
Offensive line's
Controlling
having to pass
that guy
block a
right
lot
there.
on this drive.
He's still
They'll be able to
running his way.
revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
A toss play. Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive?
He's still gonna stay in that. Alright. Keenan Allen.
Off the play fake here. Rivers.
Keenan Allen, as I said, we're gonna stay in that cover 2 drop. We're gonna do that right in the middle.
Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
My man from Chicago too. I don't know if he can hit me or not.
Kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
We're gonna run this base.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3
I don't
seconds
know what
to
he
go
got
here in
going
the
on.
first.
Oh shit, hold on.
Glennon. Over the middle.
Okay, he one of those.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Glennon. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Looking to throw.
Yep, that shit down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
That shit down.
Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw.
This screen shit ain't gonna work, bro.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brandon Mebane never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
I don't think I'm running this one.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
Let's go.
It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch
on that man head like that, man. Disrespectful.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Novak out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Chicago's offense getting set to take over, and it's a crew, not only offensively, but defensively, obviously, collectively. The 4 straight last-place finishes, that's what they're facing as they enter 2018. Now, if there's a silver lining, I guess, they did go from 3 wins to 5 wins last year.
Throwing it upfield, yeah. I don't see what he got going on.
I was reaching.
Okay, come on here, different formation.
Number 10 on defense in the league, which was really somewhat remarkable because they had a number of injuries on all 3 levels, and somehow they fashioned that together. But Mitchell Trubisky, their rookie quarterback, who played well in spurts, they've got to surround him with talent, and a #1 receiver would be a great place to begin. Because right now, the guys playing the perimeter,
running to the other
they're not
side.
going to give you very many game-breaking plays.
Back to throw now on first down. And right with it here over the middle.
To break that up.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This is Howard on second down. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. For Jordan Howard, Charles, last year in 2017, not quite as good as the great rookie year he had in 2016.
And a big part of that, very simply, there weren't any playmakers around him to keep defenses back and keep things stretched. He was running into 8- and 9-man boxes on almost every carry. So I thought he had a tremendous year. Number 6 in the league in rushing after being number 2 a season before.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
On the toss play, Howard, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
If I can score in a minute, I get the ball back at the half. No, I think I got the ball first.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
But still need to score right here.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Going that way.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Okay.
Rivers now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Third down and 3.
So he don't blitz, but he'll show it.
They'll throw again. Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Let's go Tyrell Will.
From the gun, Rivers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Chargers on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go Keenan Allen. I'll wrap him up.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Jordan Howard on the screen.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Put it down.
Pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Put it down.
Over the middle, complete. That's right. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
You get that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Novak is on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Gun! Now!
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter.
Yeah, I know, right? But my man finna quit. I keep picking this nigga off.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, We're not going to let him beat us? Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Rivers now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Glennon. And his throw here's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Glennon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's right. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kendall Wright, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try some trickery here with Allen. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took it.